Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dawn with Candy Cane Ridge. So if you are new to my channel, we have a monthly Christmas quilt along, and it's called the Holly Jolly Quilt Along for 2026. So today is the release of block number 4. So if you missed the previous 3, go over to the website. The blog post is there with all the free downloads that you're going to need. So let's get started on block number 4 of our Holly Jolly Quilt Along. Grab your fabric and let's get stitching. So for block number 4, we're going to need a background fabric, a red fabric, and a green fabric. So I have my background, my red, and my green. Everything is already cut based on our measurements here. So we're going to get everything laid out. Now, before you start anything, if you will look, you've got, let me just kind of walk you through how we're going to build this block. We're going to make 4 corners. So it's going to be a little 4 patch with 3 half square triangles and 1 solid. We're going to have 4 of those, and then we're going to make a strip set. We're going to make 4 of those. And then we have a centerpiece. That's all there is to this, y'all. So I'm going to start out. I've already done this for the convenience of time. All of your A blocks, you are going to draw a line down the back from corner to corner. And we are going to match those up with a B block, which is your red. So I'm going to take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 solids and put those to the side. Okay. All right, we're going to put those to the side. Then we're just going to match these up. And basically, I'm just going to take this stack and this stack to the sewing machine together and put them together as I stitch them through. Now, when we do this, we're going to take our red and our background, and we are going to stitch on the line here. All right, so this is all of our A's and our B's. Then we're going to take our C and our D, which is our little strip set, and we are going to match a C to a D, right sides together, stitching all the way across using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then we're going to open that up. We're going to press it. And we're going to do that for the 4 C and 4 D's. So again, I'm just going to take these to the sewing machine. And as I run them through, I'm going to match a background to a green, right sides together, stitching down using 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then all we're going to have to do is come back. We're going to press our half square triangles. We're going to trim them, lay everything out, and stitch it together. So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine, and I'll be right back. Okay. just chain stitched all of this at the same time. Here's my 4 strip pieces, and then here's all my half square triangles. So I'm just going to clip all of these. If you have one of those little thread snipper things, those would be great, but I don't have one. Okay. Let me get my iron. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. Getting a little rowdy up in here. Okay. All right. I'm going to just press these, and I'm just going to press these towards the dark. All right, now for our half square triangles. Now that we have all of these pressed, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to trim. Now you can use your rotary cutter if you want to. But I am just going to use my scissors. Now we're going to lay everything out. Let me get my E back. So we're going to take and we're going to use your diagram, because it is very easy to get these turned the wrong way. Okay, so we've got this little block for our top little corner, and then this block for this top corner. Here's our bottom corner. Now, some of y'all may be like, oh, I could have done, a full rectangle and then added on a corner square triangle. Yes, you can. But I wanted this to be able to use up your scraps. And I know a lot of quilters have leftover 2.5-inch squares and stuff like that. So, okay. This is our corners that we're going to make. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to clip it, and I'm going to flip this over, clip this. And I'm going to clip this whole thing together. I'm going to flip this one over. Flip that. Because of how I'm clipping them, I know where I'm going to be stitching. So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one little bundle and I'm going to unclip it. That gives me 2 bundles. I'm going to stitch down, matching this side up over here using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I'm going to match this up over here and I'm going to stitch this one down using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then I'm going to open them up. Using my diagram, I'm going to make sure how I have each one laid out before I stitch these 2 together. Because odds are at some point I'm going to go like this and stitch these together. And it really should go like this. So I'm going to keep my diagram at my machine with me and stitch these down. I'm going to put the top row on top. And this is going to be this corner, then this corner, then this corner, then this corner. And I will be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you, I'm doing this bottom 4 patch right here. When you go to press these, or when I'm just finger pressing, here is my solid piece. I'm going to flip it over and finger press to where my seam is going towards the solid. And then I'm going to do the opposite direction on this bottom piece. We're going to come up. And that way they will nest together. And then I'm just going to take a pin and pin that, and then we'll pin both ends. And then I will stitch all the way across. We've got all of our corners stitched together. And we have our little strip sets stitched together. Now I've got everything laid out according to my diagram. All we have left is our center square right there. Now this is just a 9 patch. So now we're going to stitch this together just like a 9 patch. I'm going to stitch this over, or I'm going to move this one over, right sides together, stitching down using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now, if you want to go row by row. You do you. And then you can take this one over and this one over. And then you can come back and you can add this side. Then you're going to stitch this row 1 to the center and the bottom row to the center. I'll be right back. So here is our block all put together. Now, y'all, I will be 100% honest. This little square down here, I fought with it several times trying to get it to go in the right direction. So make sure that you keep your diagram handy because it will help you in the long run to keep your little corners going in the right way. So this was block number 4 of our Holly Jolly Quilt Along. I will see you in a month for block number 5. So our block number 4 of our Holly Jolly Quilt Along. Thanks for watching. Grab the QR code for this block and I'll see you in a month for block number 5. Bye-bye.